Welcome back, I'm back. And tonight, a little bit different. Like I said last night, I'm going to type out a program from 321 Contact magazine tonight on the C64 Maxi. The biggest challenge here will be the keyboard itself, because it's not quite what you're familiar with as far as like almost every other keyboard since I'd say, well, since IBM compatibles. It was definitely different, and like some of the biggest trouble I have is the colon key. You don't shift to get the colon. You just hit the key and you hit shift to get the bracket. And then, you know, it's actually kind of cool that it works this way, but plus, minus, asterisk, power, pound key, and divide, you don't have to press shift to get to any of them. They're just regular keys. So in ways this makes more sense for programming, but it's so I mean, it breaks with the past 30 years of practice I've had typing fast, and takes some getting used to. I've done a little bit of practice the other night, and I think I'll show that off before we get started in earnest, but it's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. Yes, I did. And I looked through them and found a couple that actually had programs in them. It looks like by the ones that they had out in the early 90s, they weren't including these programs anymore. But the ones that I found that did have them were in like 87, 88. So I've got a couple here to work with. Before we get started on that, last week I tried to drink this ginseng up ginger ale, and I couldn't get the damn cap off because it's not pop cap like every other soda I drink here. It's actually a screw off. So I screwed it off, and then before my stream tonight, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take on this mofo again, and actually did crack it open, so I can actually sample this tonight. Yep, definitely smells like ginger ale with a little bit of an extra scent to it that's probably the ginseng. 100% natural premium ginseng drink with cane sugar. Oh, it's Korean ginseng extract. Well, excuse me. So it's good fizz. I taste the ginger ale. I taste the other flavor that might be ginseng. I'm not. It's almost kind of like the ginger from the Balls ginger flavor, but not as sweet. I hate this. It is revolting. No, I didn't do that. No, it's actually pretty decent. But I'm not 100% thrilled with the flavor. I'd say this is a good solid 7. Yeah, it's like ginger ale with just a hint of sock. But only a hint. Oh, one good thing is I can actually like put the top back on while I work on stuff. All right, so let's get cracking. Okay, and we're going to fire up the high voltage SID collection in a moment here. We'll go with this, we'll not start it up quite yet. Actually, you know what? Let's just turn off the music for now. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Oop. Okay. Turn on the SID collection. Now this is going to have sound effects in there too. Okay, just had to make sure that was working. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of show you what we're in for. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about this. Sometimes this stuff will like not go through properly. Let's just go with my normal music playlist here. That's got some Commodore 64 music in there. Not too long ago, there was a thing going around on Twitter of, without naming the year, say something that indicates how long you've been programming. And my response was 38,911 basic bytes free. All right, so first thing I wanted to do is show the program that I did the other night. This was just a sample thing that I found on the internet, and it took me a little while to actually type it in, but it took me almost the same amount of time to debug it because I had made a couple of typos. And, you know, you don't have IntelliSense in this like you do in Visual Basic that will point out syntax errors as you go along. So I just had to run it and go, oh, nope, that's all blue. That should be rainbow colored. Let's see what I did wrong. So... Alright, I have no idea why my encoding is overloading right now. It's not like I've got much going on screen, but we'll power through it. Anyhow, so when we run this, does this neat little dance with circles. I really wish I knew how the code was generating this. do about that, unfortunately. All right, so okay. Why am I having so much of a problem with encoding overloading? Because the CPU is running high. Why is the CPU running high? Live troubleshooting in more arenas than just basic. It's this stupid thing called system interrupts that's chewing up my CPU cycles from time to time. There we go. Now we should be fine. Okay. Still dropping a ton of frames. My XEGS on hand, but no. The problem is here. In fact, I think let me see if stopping the stream and restarting it will help. All right, yeah. I don't know what it was, but it was. I restarted OBS, and all of a sudden, there's like 30% less CPU usage. I don't know. Okay. So, Space Hieroglyphics. It's got a little blurb here. In this issue, we have a story about a teenager who solved the mystery of some Mayan hieroglyphics. Well, we dare you to figure out what these strange symbols mean. Are they a Martian phone book, a fast food menu from Jupiter, or a grocery list from Alpha Centauri? Just run this program and see for yourself. This message was brought to you by Paul Slocum, age 11 of Richardson, Texas. Cool. That was another kind of neat thing about this, is that you could, if you wrote your own program, you could send it in and they'd give you a t-shirt and send you $25. I never submitted anything. I don't think I ever really programmed anything original on the Commodore 64 beyond like your simple print hello there 20 go to 10 thing. Alright, so starting off 10, and we'll do... So you can type out print, but you could also just do question mark, and that's shorthand for print. I remember that much. Character string 5. I don't remember what character that is. One thing that I really enjoyed about this is that what was it? If you ended up like messing something up, you know, you can just cursor up and fix it, of course. But if you've already like cleared the screen and it's still just in memory, all you have to do is say, you know, there was, it'll give you, say, error in line 20. Okay, list line 20. It'll list line 20. You fix it, you hit enter at the end, and it's changed it in memory. Which is kind of cool. Okay, poke 53281 0. Or, yeah. Poke 532800. I wonder what these oops. Those look like zip codes in southeast Wisconsin. Those have got to be in the Milwaukee area. Forgot to put the line number in there, and there we go. And here we... Oh, yep, I hit the shift button when I tried to do the colon again. Yes, it is. Back to the basics. Hey there, HMG. Welcome, welcome. And then print character string 147. I know that is clear screen. So this is weird. We're printing a character. We're setting some coordinates. And then we're turning the screen black and blanking it. Line 30 is changing the inner dark blue to black and the outer light blue to black. Okay, V equals 53248. Okay, next one, line 60. Poke V plus 21. Now, one really annoying bit is if I accidentally do Shift plus, it looks like it's the same thing for the most part, but it's not. Whoops. There we go. 74A is equal to 0 to 7. Good, so we're setting up a loop. You know, the Visual Basic that I program in on a daily basis is kind of making it so that I know a little bit of what's going on here. The pokes are specific to the Commodore. That I wouldn't get any help from. But 2040 plus A. It's also not entirely picky about spaces. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too. Just shortly before you said that, I'm like, man, I have to enter the numbers. RPG programming. I'm not sure what you mean by that. 13. Next A. Oh, I never got into AS400. 4A. I'm going to try being a little sloppy here just to save space. Equals 0 to 7. And Commodore Basic will read that perfectly fine, which is mind-blowing to me, again, with the whole IDE thing. Poke V plus 39 plus A. Next A. Whoops. One thing that's kind of interesting is I think they actually inverted how the delete key works on here to where it works like a backspace. I think it worked more as a delete key on the original, and you had to shift to get the backspace function. I can't remember offhand, but poke V plus 4 100. Poke V plus 5 100. $120 for A equal to 0 to 62. We're reusing a lot of reusing A quite often here, but hell, this was programmed by an 11-year-old. I'm not going to be that picky. 130 poke 832 plus A 255. Next A. Yeah, this is from a 321 Contact magazine. You can't really see it. Oh well. You'll have to take my word for it. It's from a 321 Contact magazine from 1987. In these magazines, you could submit programs you'd written, and they'd print them in the magazine. 1024 to 2023. $150. Oh, I hit the 0. Q equals int. Oh, here we go with a random number generator. 1 times 127 plus 128. 160. Poke F. Q. Next F. Oh yeah, it totally is. I was planning to do one of the programs in some of the, more grown-up magazines that I have, but they had like 300 lines each rather than this one is 38 lines. So I thought that would be pushing it a little too much. For A equal to 0 to 15. This is probably going to just be an interesting little spectacle. Book V plus A. 100 plus A. Next A. A equals int random 1 times 4 plus 1. Okay. Interestingly enough, that's the end of the page here too. So this sounds like a good time to do something every good programmer does. Save your damn work. And this is really the only way you can save when you program like this, too, is just to use the save state. But that's fine. It means I get to save 4 different, 4 different programs at most. Bloop bloop. Ba ba bloop. Ba ba bloop. 220230240. Interesting. I wonder if that's actually choosing which line it goes to. That's cool if that's how it works. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, again, I program in Visual Basic, so a lot of the for loops and int random and all of that, that's still familiar. That hasn't changed much over the past 40 years. SQL is a little bit more tricky, but still, actually, I kind of find SQL a little bit fun. Okay, x equals x plus 2, go to 250. One thing I do miss is not having the ability to copy and paste. Because you have lines like this where it's y equals y minus 2, go to 250. You know, a bunch of repetition that I could just copy paste 3 times and just change what needs to be different. Y equals y plus 2, go to 250, 240, x equals x minus 2, and that kid realized you didn't need the go to 250 on line 240 because that's just the next line. Clever kid. Oh yeah, I use SQL all the time at work too. Okay, 250. Q equals int random 1 times 8. 260. Poke 5327088. Man, I wish I had a number pad. Oh, you know what? I think I do have a USB number pad around here somewhere. I wonder if that would work on this. And the CPU is spiking again. Why? Oh, crap. I still have TeamViewer open. Duh. Okay. That'll probably help. I'm sorry, computer. It wasn't your fault. Okay. $270 poke v plus 4 y poke v plus 5 x. Okay, there we go. Have you tried, like, taking a vacuum cleaner attachment and going over the rear fan? Because there might just be a bunch of cat hair in there. $280 G equals int random. It's also kind of weird trying to keep from using upper and lower case. You really don't do that on the Commodore. You just stick with capital or lowercase. I mean, you can shift the entire screen to lowercase if it really bothers you, but... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, mine's running a little warm. But it's never really been a good laptop to actually sit on your lap. Because I'm using my Omen as my streaming machine right now, so it's actually doing some work. Okay, line 290. H int random 1 times 999 plus 55296. All these lines are nice and short. That other that other program that crap. Hold on. Press the wrong button. Don't want to screw this up too much. Okay, fix line 60. Now down to 300. There we go. And I don't remember what I was about to say. Oh well. Isn't that what the ginseng is for anyway? It's supposed to help with your memory? Oh, right. The lines on this program are nice and short. They probably kind of had to be to fit in the format a little bit better, because they're just like 1/3. Each column of programming text is 1/3 of a column of the page. And the other one was on a web page that, you know, they'd have more room to type, so it would frequently go to a second line. 310 P equals H minus 55296 plus 1024. See, now I'm wondering if this is actually going to print out a valid message. But that the contents of the message are being generated through the math and the pokes and peeks to kind of obfuscate what you're actually typing out, so it doesn't ruin the surprise. Because there was another program that I might get to that it kind of felt like one of those things where after you typed it, because you knew everything that was in the code, it might not be fun to poke at because you knew everything that was in the code. But when you do something like this, if it's obfuscated like this, then, you know, you can actually get away with keeping it interesting. 360, if I is greater than 15, then I equals 0. 370 v plus I, comma y, poke v plus 1, nope, that's I, plus 1, comma x. Let me just double check that there. So these are scans, so I gotta make doubly sure that I've got my I's and 1's straight. New Tetris. I don't think I've played that one on stream yet. I featured it in a couple of videos, but... Okay, so this doesn't seem to have an end. This is just going to keep looping. Interesting. Okay. So that's everything. Let's go ahead and save. And let's try running it. Okay, so it's just printing random characters. I don't know what that box is there for. That's kind of weird. Syntax error in 230. Okay, interesting. It started printing more boxes. That's cool. Okay, so let's clear the screen here. List 230. Okay, I see the problem. I used a semicolon instead of a colon. Shame on me. Okay. Let's run that again. Let's try taking the cap off this time. Oh, wow. That's weird. What the hell is this 11-year-old doing to my computer? I wish I had a way to add music to this, or sound. That is just weird. I love it. It's just kind of getting more and more colorful as you go along. Right? That'd be kind of hilarious if they're like, hey, check out this cool little program you can type out yourself. And it ends up being a, you know, hardware destroying virus. Alright. Let's see here. Run, stop, restore. There we go. We're going to list it out. And save again. Cool. Let's try a different one. I wonder if I can load an empty state. Nope. Okay, so let's go back to the menu. That's good enough. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to try to find another program here. Okay, so that was 8704. Oh man, this one's got a Mathman puzzle in it. One of the word puzzles that they scanned in actually has like handwriting for the solution. Oh hey, there's an advertisement for California Games. $35 for the Commodore 64. MathNet comic. Getting Mr. Glitch. Oh, so it's a connect the dots thing, and it's already filled in. That's hilarious. $35? Eh. Okay, here we go. This one's 47 lines, so that's not too bad. Ladder Luck. Here's a game program that's hard to top. In fact, the aim of the game is to get to the top of 3 ladders before your computer opponent. At the start of the game, your computer will show you 3 ladders. During each turn, you climb 1 rung on any ladder. Then the computer picks a ladder to climb. The computer can climb on top of your markers, and you can climb on top of the computer's. To win, you must get to the top of 2 of the ladders before the computer. Joselito Montoyo of Pittsburgh, California came up with this program. We think it's a few rungs above the rest. Interesting. This actually has IBM directions. I wonder if that's for like the basic program that like came with that Gorilla.Bass game. All right. So yeah, that wasn't too bad, the ginseng up. I kind of figured it was going to be a bit, relatively enjoyable. Kind of why I wanted to go with it tonight, because after last night I wanted to have something somewhat enjoyable. Just gonna shuffle a little bit here. Okay. I mean, when you get right down to it, this is what the C64 was meant to be. You plug in the power, you plug it into your TV, and your TV is your monitor. It's just now I've got a freaking 65-inch monitor. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I forgot to connect. Okay, that connected. This did not reconnect. There we go. Whoops. Okay, and starting basically where we usually do, line 10, print character string 147. I wonder if that still works. Like if character string 147 in Visual Basic is clear the screen as well. Okay, 53281. Okay, come on. I think I lived in 53281. I gotta look that up. 53281. Or maybe it was 53280, I don't remember. Come on. Show me an actual map. I know it's in Milwaukee. I knew it was going to be Milwaukee. Ah, that's not helpful. Oh well. So yeah, we're poking a lot of Milwaukee tonight. Alright, S is 1224. Q is 56. 40. For X is equal to 1 to 16. 50. Print next X. What are we printing? We're not printing anything. It's going to the next line, I bet. I bet that is just designed to get the cursor down 16 lines. So we print nothing, go to the next line, print nothing again. Do that 16 times. I bet you that's what it is. Okay, 64T is equal to 1 to 320. Step 40. So why isn't it just T is 1 to 8? Maybe we'll find out. Poke. Well, there are 40 columns on the screen. That might have something to do with it. Poke S plus 2 plus T Q, and Q equals Q plus 1. Or nope, Q equals Q minus 1. Okay. Poke S equals, nope. Poke S plus 8 plus T 111. There's another way of doing programming on the Commodore 64 that actually involves machine language. And all it is like the word data and then a string of numbers separated by commas. It's supposed to be a lot more efficient than using the interpreter, just not very human readable. And and that's what the more grown-up programs use. Might be kind of interesting to figure that out, but I don't think it would be nearly as interesting as this, and I'd want to have a number pad for that. Oh, hey, I didn't know you had a new little one. Congrats. Yeah, I hope she's doing okay. Poke S plus 24 plus T, comma, 111. 2, 8, 16, 24. Interesting. How did... Oh, pff, silly me. That's not 7, that's a T. There we go. That makes more sense. 110. S equals 1530. 120. if y equals 2 or c equals 2, then 340. If e equals 2, orc equals 2. Got orcs in my code. Orc, orc, orc. Character string 1, 4. Whoops. Ah, I hit the home button. Okay, 1, 4, 5. Is that supposed to be a semicolon or just a regular colon? I think it's just a regular colon. It's hard to tell on the scan, but I'm just going to stick with this. Character string 145. Actually, no. I'm going to hazard the semicolons here. Oh, fair enough. Print tab 4. And that looks a little bit more like a semicolon as well, so we'll use that. No problem, Jesha. And which ladder will you climb? Okay, let's do, just for consistency here, there we go. Alright, line 150, input end string, okay. N equals the value of end string. Oops. Dang it. You also don't have a mouse. Okay, let's try that again. N string. There we go. So that's going to look for an input. The input is going to be a string called n. And then we're going to make the variable n equal to n string. Got it. Okay. Now we've got some error checking. If n is less than 1 or n is greater than 3, then 130. I'm going to try embellishing a little bit. Let's go then print let's see here. I see. No, I don't think I know enough to try to embellish here yet. We'll just stick with the code. Alright, 170. P equals 0. few equals 25. So I don't entirely know what go sub 400 is supposed to be. Like if that's supposed to be a, you know, like a run that at the same time that you're running the next couple of lines or so, something like that, or run that and then come back and start this, because that, let's see here, what happens at 400, check for that, then go to 470, return. Okay, yeah, so this is probably like a sub in Visual Basic. So I could probably do, like, for the embellishment I was thinking of, where it would actually tell you, no, enter a valid number for which ladder you want to climb. I could add some code at the end that would be a go sub. And that way I could say, you know, show an error, clear the screen, reprint the prompt, and get the input number. I might do that tonight, but I don't know. I don't entirely like to have to troubleshoot while people are watching, because while I find it entirely interesting, I think other people might think that's even more boring than me just typing out something someone else had written. Okay. So, line 180. If P equals 1, then 130. Interesting. Oh, right. This is after we go sub 400. So if we say... Ah, okay. So if the ladder that's chosen is 1 or 2 or 3, and H1 equals 8. I don't see an H1 yet. Then P equals 1 and we go to 470, which is basically returning a Boolean. So if it we're setting P to 0. If it goes through the go sub at 400 and finds a particular bit of logic that matches, then it returns a 1. And it goes back to where it's printing out which ladder will you climb. But if it doesn't match that particular logic, then it proceeds as normal. Okay. 190 if H1 equals 8. Well, now we're doing H1. And N equals 1. Then Y equals Y plus 1. 200 if H2 equals 8 and N equals 2, then Y equals Y plus 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and save our progress here. Okay, on to next column here. 210. Oops. So one thing that's kind of nice about the convention of using lines divisible by 10 is that if you figure something out where you need to kind of insert code between one of those lines, you can go, okay, let's add line 131. And that'll get inserted in the correct area. Obviously, you've only got 9 revisions you can work with, but that's still kind of, it kind of gives you room to fix stuff if need be. If h3 equals 8 and n equals 3, that's supposed to be h3. And you guessed it, then y equals y plus 1. 220, n equals a randomizer. Oh, that's interesting. He skipped right to 250. I wonder if he had a couple of lines in here that he ended up taking out in the final product. Okay, well, poke 53281 again. The 7. 260 for DE equals 1 to 500. Next, DE. You know, this may look a lot more messy than what I'm used to, but considering how I don't need to add spaces and it figures everything out, that's pretty damn powerful. P equals 0. Q equals 3. Go sub 400. $290. If P equals 1, then 220. So we've got another error check there of some sort. 300. If h1 equals 8 and n equals 1, then c equals c plus 1. The next two lines are very similar. So 310 if h... Whoops. h1 equals 8. Okay. h2 equals 8 and n equals 2 and c equals c plus 1. 320 if h3 equals 8 and n equals 3 and c equals c plus 1. Alright, let's go ahead and save again. Boop. Okay. 330. Go to 120. Okay. 340. If y is greater than c, then 360. 350. Print the computer one. I'm going to embellish with a frowny face. I need to put a colon in there. There we go. 360. Print. Oh, there's actually extra spaces in there just to make sure it gets centered properly, I'm guessing. So let's... Okay. U1 exclamation point, happy face, and that's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4 extra characters. Perfect. $370. Input. Ha. Play again. Ah. Oh. And that'll be... That looks like another semicolon. So we'll put a semicolon there. Our string. 380. If our string equals y, then 10. Otherwise end. Oh, that's kind of neat. I did a double row there. But we're not quite done yet. Whoops. Damn it. Still got those Go subs to populate here. No worries, Jesha. If n equals 1 and h equals 1, or no, wait, n equals 1 and h1 equals 8, then p equals 1, go to 470. If n equals 2 and h2 equals 8, then p equals 1. Go to 470. 420. If n equals 3 and h3 equals 8, then p equals 1. Go to 470. 430. If n equals 1, then t equals s minus 40 times h1 minus 16. Whoops. h1 equals h1 plus 1. So this kind of feels like it's drawing the ladder, or at least giving the info needed to draw the ladder. Minus 40 times h2 minus 8. H2 equals h2 plus 1. 50. Yeah, DOSNerd, I never really recommend anyone to self-harm like that. Are you okay? Welcome, DOSNerd. If n equals 3, then t equals s minus 40 times h3. h3 equals h3 plus 1. Okay. Getting there. Programming diet. And I had ginseng ginger ale soda, and now I'm on to water because that's all gone. I'm not going to eat any snacks because I don't believe in eating on the stream. I don't want to annoy my my few viewers with that. 470, return. There we go. That's the entire program. So let's go ahead and save the state. Perfect. And let's try running it. Somehow I think I got this wrong, but let's try ladder number 3. And how are we supposed to play this? Okay. Okay, I see. And now if I do one more, that should have won. Okay, maybe we have to climb all the ladders. Is that new, like, slim thing, or is that something else? Let's keep going with this, with ladder 2 here. Good. You won! Yay! Okay, I see how that works now. But I think I think the lines for the ladders might be a little bit off. I'm not quite sure. It just seems a little bit... It would be nice if they showed a screenshot of this working properly. That would be interesting. Yeah, I saw that. That looks really slick. Like, it really does feel like the successor to this sort of thing. I just don't... I don't entirely know what I do with it. That's the problem. If I could get it to run some sort of dev environment and have like a little screen attached to it or something, maybe, but I mean, I already have this, and you know, this runs Android, which is a fairly solid operating system. So, yeah. I love that it exists. I just don't know specifically what I would do with it. Okay, I don't want to play again right now. I want to take a look at the code again and see if I messed anything simple up here. The only thing I can think of is if the those parts where I thought I was supposed to put a semicolon, if I'm actually supposed to put a colon there. That's true. That's definitely true. I do love to tinker. But I feel like I've got enough to tinker with at this point. I wouldn't say that if something like that dropped in my lap, I wouldn't have fun with it. But I don't think I'd seek it out. Yeah, at least not at this point. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Was that Retro Man Cave or Nostalgia Nerd or something like that? I can't remember who it was that I saw poking at that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do this. It's what I was talking about before, where I can just say list line 130. Lists the line. Then I can just go right over here, change these characters, hit enter, and now that's part of the code. Let's do the same thing. We're going to say list 140 and change this to a colon. Hit enter. Good. Syntax error in 130. Okay, it was supposed to be some semicolons. Good to know. Dan Wood. Okay, that's not the one that I... that's not the one that I was watching. Okay. Print character string 145, which is probably that hash mark. But we're only printing it twice. Why does it show up 3 times? And where's that 8 coming from? Let me try something really quick. Print character string 145. That didn't do anything. Interesting. Okay. Syntax error in line 140. Okay, good, good, good. So that needed to be a semicolon as well. Oh, maybe I did get it right the first time. Nice. Yeah, if you notice, I was actually playing Bejeweled 3 on the PS3 for the first part of that. It's not exactly a difficult game to get your hands on, although it was kind of interesting. The board game actually has a card in it with a code for a free copy of the game. Unfortunately, that code was no longer good, but it's kind of neat that you get the digital version along with the physical. They did the same with Words with Friends. Yes, I have a physical copy of Words with Friends. Let that sink in for a moment. I have the physical copy of a digital game that was designed to copy a physical game. And the best part of it all is that it's actually put out by the same people that made Scrabble. I have Scrabble. I love Scrabble. But now I also have Words with Friends. And there is a little bit of difference. Words with Friends, you tend to get higher scores because of where they placed the double and triple word score stuff. So, you know, there is a little bit of a difference there. Let's play this game one more time here. Alright, I'm going to climb ladder number 1. So I figured out the trick to this. So you need to be the one to cross, to hit the 8th rung of the ladder first on 2 of the 3 ladders before the computer does. So I'm gonna, you know, I can climb ladder number 1, and that puts a Y there because that's U. The C is for the computer. I'm gonna go ahead and do ladder number 2, and then ladder number 3, just so we've got those delineated. Now I have to make sure that no matter how much I climb on this ladder, I'm not the one that does number 7. There we go. Okay. Did I just lose this? Yes, I did, actually. Ha! Oh, no, maybe not. The computer could have won that. But yay, I won. That's a cool little game. Not bad at all. It doesn't specify how old Joselito Montoyo of Pittsburgh, California is, but pretty decent. Good job, Jose. That was pretty fun. Let's see if we can find another game, or another program to enter. How many save slots do we have left? Oh, we only have 1 save slot left. Oops. Okay. Maybe after we do the next one, I'll just play some more of the games, because we really didn't get to do a lot of them last night. And I promised to start with Breakdance, Jesha. I saw you asking for that, and I just didn't get to it, but I will do that tonight. Okay. So, let's check out October 1988. The name Andrew Paul Tober is written on the cover of this. It's kind of focusing on the main article is about magic. Oh, horse kisses. And kangaroos. And tigers. Oh, Star Traders by Steve Jackson Games. Interesting. They actually reviewed a tabletop game in this issue. That's cool. TV highlights. October 10th will be a big day for fans of 3-2-1 Contact on TV. That's when the new season begins. The word search is filled in. Ooh, this one's nice and beefy. Oh, it's only for the Apple II. Oh, that's rotten. Sometimes they'll have stuff where it's like... you write out the program, and it's mostly for Apple II, but then it gives you line substitutions. So, like, if you're programming for the Commodore 64, just swap out these lines. Ah, yes, the classic 321 Contact Golden Girls issue. Growing old, everybody's doing it. Evelyn Havens, 70, running the Twin Cities Marathon in Minnesota. This is from 1988, and it has a picture of George Burns, one of the most well-known senior citizens. He's 91. Okay. We're up to the computer section. Oh, hell yeah, Marble Madness. $49.95 for the Amiga, $29.95 for the Commodore. Goodness. Nine stars. Yep, I agree. That was an awesome game. Sticky Bear music. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Ooh, this is a slightly beefier one. But it does at least have Commodore 64 instructions. Here's an outer space adventure game that's more fun than a barrel of Vulcan space mice. The game is simple to play. In each situation, your control panel will show you a list of things to do. Just type in the number of your choice and see what happens. Hint, you'll have to read carefully. This program is for Apple II computers. To adopt it to other computers, just follow these instructions. That's cool! Like, all of the code between the Atari 800, Commodore 64, Apple II, and IBM versions. The only difference is you change the home statements to print character string 147 for the Commodore version. That's kind of awesome. So this is definitely a longer program. It's got 116 lines. Oh, nope, 140 lines. That's fine. We got plenty of time. Okay. Let's do a little bit of stretching here. And actually, you know what? I think I need to take a quick bathroom break. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Much better. Alright. Time to get started again. With b equals 0, a equals 0, f equals 0, g equals 0. We're just gonna start right off by initializing a bunch of variables. Alright. Dim n string 15. Okay, so what that means is that's probably like the equivalent of an array in Visual Basic, because in Visual Basic you have to use the dim command to specify it. So what that's doing is n string is going to have 15 slots for information to be put into, instead of just like B, A, F, and G, which are just going to be single numbers. 30. Okay, so 30 is supposed to be home, but the instructions are to change all home statements to print character string 147. Okay. 40. Print what is your name? Input n string. Interesting. Okay, so I thought n string was going to be like an array of 15 like strings, but it looks like it's just going to be 15 characters. So input n string, you're going to have 15 letters that you can use for your name. Maximum. Okay, cool. 60, we got home again, so character string 147. 70. You know, I wish I could hear the music you're listening to right now. I'm gonna chance turning it up just a little bit here. Oh, that's right. Okay, hold on. I don't have that on monitor on purpose. Monitor and output. There we go. Oh, let's turn it up a little bit. Okay. Still not hearing it. Ah, it's because it's muted. There we go. Okay. Well, at least I'm hearing a little bit of it. If a equals 1, then 140, 80, print, you are taking a nap in your starship the SS Fleabite. Oops. Okay, this doesn't have proper punctuation. I'm going to use proper punctuation. 100. Suddenly, an alien vessel appears. It could be space pirates. Oops. Ah, I botched that. Okay. So we want to put a space in there. And start that. Whoops. Ah. Okay. It could be space pirates. And then I am definitely going to embellish here just a little bit, because all it is text strings. So we'll do a line 111, or maybe bunnies. Okay. 120. You leap for the control panel. Ah. That's where the quote is supposed to be. 130. Oh. Go to 150. 140. Print. Where's the... Oh, geez, it's Shift 7. Nothing there. $150 for DE is equal to 1 to 7,000. Next DE. $160. If F equals 0, then 190. G equals G plus 1. So we're ticking that up. 180. If G equals 3, then go to line 1100. $190. Go sub 1190. 200 on C. Go to 210, 250, 310, 390, 1130, and 70. Okay. You know, I really do feel like I should kind of relearn BASIC after this, because I'm not quite sure, like, is it going to those in sequence, or is C determining which one of those it goes to? I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is that I'm going to save. There we go. $210. Oh, we're almost to the bottom of the page anyway. Go sub 1340. 220. If x equals 7 and y equals 3, then 470. If x equals 4 and y equals 8, then 800. Oh, some of these look like they're going to be fun. I love the illustrations in these too. I can't really show you because, well, I wonder if it was just because the screen is too bright. Let me see if I can turn down the screen. See if that'll show up a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. See, look at that goofy looking dude. I don't know if that's supposed to be, you know, your character or Space Alien, but it's kind of a fun little illustration. Alright, 240, go to 1060. $250 if A is not equal to 1, then 280. 260, go sub 1040, 270, go to 150, 280, print the beam had no effect. $290. The aliens draw closer. $300. Go to 150. Whoops. Dang it. At least I recognized that I accidentally hit the home key before I started typing this time. 310. If A is not equal to 1, then 340. 320. Go sub 1040. 330. Go to 150. 340. Print. Torpedo launched. And those 3 exclamation points are actually in there for this line, so that wasn't embellishment for the sake of having punctuation. Alright, 350 for DE is equal to 1 to 3,000. Hi, Siren. Next, DE. Time for a cat petting break. Hi, you. Over here. There you go. Now people can see your face. It's such a good face. Boop. Nope. Siren is very generous with making people not have to spend points on my channel. She's the most frequent random visitor. Okay, next up, the aliens destroy your torpedo and launch their own. No, that's not the quote. There we go. 370. It will hit you in 30 seconds. Yep, she's right on the arm of the recliner right now, thrashing my arm with her tail. 380. F equals 1. Go to 440. 390. If A is not equal to 1, then 420. 400. Go sub 1040. 410. Go to 150. And pet the cat. $420. Print a strange noise comes out of your radio. It sounds like 7 dog barks, followed by 3 cat screeches. Okay. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. The alien ship vanishes. Oops. Okay. Now I want to fix this here. Ah. Okay. Let's go ahead and save again here. Oh, I have desktop audio muted. Dang it. Okay. See, now that would be a problem if I wanted to listen to the music. But it's also going to make it so that if any alerts pop up, they're not going to cause any music. Oh well. I'll deal. 450. Just scroll up here. 450. A equals 1. 460. Go to 150. 470. Rent character string 147. 480. You are in orbit around a small planet. Ha! I got the quote right this time. 490. It is deserted. 500. If B equals 1, then 530. But your ship's sensors spot a small object floating nearby. Well, I did have a small object floating nearby, but she's drinking some water right now. 520. Oh. For DE equals 1 to 7,000. Next DE. Well, I mean, that's part of the fun of this kind of thing. But it's also one of those things where I used to redo lines and stuff like this all the time, but I'd type it in properly first and see how it's supposed to work. That gives you a better idea of what to change later on. Go sub 1. Let's see here, this is 540, 1190. Line 550 on C, go to 560, 620, 710, 780, 1130, 480, 560, go sub 1340. If x equals 4 and y equals 8, then 800. If x equals 7 and y equals 3, then 600. $590, go to 1060. 600. You're already there. Where? Go to 530. If b is not equal to 1, then 650. Oops. Go sub 1040. Okay, it's the end of a new paragraph there, so let's save. There we go. Okay, almost halfway done. 640, go to 530. As far as making sure I know what I'm messing with before I mess with it, or saving the file. Slowly, tractor beam draws the object to the SS flea bite. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm used to occasionally just hitting Control S every once in a while. Of course, Visual Studio also auto-saves every once in a while, which is nice. But I can't really rely on that here. Oh, that's easy enough. B equals 1. Whoops. And then I screw it up somehow anyway. 1. There we go. 680. It's not a bomb. Just a large tin can. What? Inside are 4 ping pong balls and 8 red cubes. I'm already confused, but that's fine. Go to 530. That one I can wrap my head around. If B is not equal to 1, then 740. Oops. $720. Go sub 1040. 730. Go to 530. 740. Torpedo launched. Oops. 750. Object destroyed. $760. B equals 1. Oh, now I know why you were talking about New Tetris earlier, because some of the music is from there. Yeah. I couldn't hear the music until just a little while ago, so I wasn't hearing what you guys were hearing. I was just hearing dead silence until I decided to actually turn up the speaker a little bit. Okay, go to 530. There is no response. Go to 530 again. Okay, print character string 147. 10. You are near a large space station. Do 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 do. 820. Uh-oh. An alien face fills your view screen. Okay, end of a column, so let's go ahead and save again. Good, good. $830. It is very ugly. Oh, that's unnecessary. Come on, program. Just because it doesn't conform to your standards of beauty. Okay, 850. Go sub 1190. On C, go to 870, 930, 950, 990, 1130, and 810. I don't know. Some people like the look of a blue spoon on the forehead. It's their thing. Go sub 1340. $880. If x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 3, then 480. If x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 8, then 910. Okay. Go to 1060. So these are basically kind of moving you around the program and changing what you see, and the order it pops up in. But you'd have to follow it a lot more closely than I have been to figure out what's getting x to equal 7 and y to equal 3, so you go to line 480. I mean, if you've ever played a choose your own adventure book, you basically know the idea behind something like this. You read, you make your choice, you go to that page. That's pretty much what programming is. Just gets a lot more complicated than that, but you know. You're already there. Okay, 920. Go to 840. 930. The beam had no effect. 940. Go to 840. 950. Oh, this is beautiful. Now, you should have learned torpedoes are rude. The aliens vaporize. Thank you. Your ship. Torpedoes are rude. Excuse me. Why did you fire those torpedoes at me? After a few seconds, you hear... Ooh, line 1000. An alien voice say... Ooh, I don't know how I do like a quote. Maybe just use that single quote. Welcome. Welcome to the party. What took you so long? Stop now. 1020. Go to 1170. Whoops. Why am I printing that? Go to 1170. It's a command. 1030. Go to 1180. 1040. There's nothing there, Captain. End string. Whoops. No, I don't capitalize the N. So that's going to actually use your name for the first time in the code. 1050. Return. 1060. Where are you? 1070. Those coordinates were wrong. 1080. You are lost in space. Bam, 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 bam. Go to 1170. 1100. Torpedo hit. Oh, those rude torpedoes. You're stuck in space. Nope. Go to 1170. 1130. You go into hyperspace and are transported to another part whoops, wrong button of the galaxy. You go back to sleep. Oh, okay. Well, we're somewhere else now. Time to nap again. Okay, bottom of the column. Let's go ahead and save again. Now, the much vaunted 1170. Oh, end of game. 1180 and 1190. Print character string 147. 1200. Starship control panel. Eaten by a Gru, yes. What are your instructions? Captain. End string. And then can I put a question mark on there? Yep, cool. $12.30. Print. Okay. $12.40. Print 1. Start engines. No, I can't capitalize. Start engines. $12.50. 2. Tractor beam. 3. Mega boom torpedo. Possibly rude. I'll embellish a little bit. For make radio contact 1280. I'm gonna embellish again. GTFO 1290 6 view screen 1300 input C. Oops. If C is less than okay, I think I actually see a problem with the code. So input C means we're going to wait for an input, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Start engines, tractor beam, torpedo, make contact, escape, or view screen. In the code, it says if C is less than 0 or greater than 6, then go to 1190. Which redisplays the control panel. But that would give us room to enter 0, which I'm pretty sure should not be an option. Because if it's going from 0 to 6 rather than 1 to 6, if it was starting at 0, then it could be 0 to 5, but it's 0 to 6. So let's change this to, instead of C is less than 0, we're going to go C is less than 1. Or C is greater than 6. Then 1190. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what needs to be done. Instead of C is less than 0, we're putting in C is less than 1. 1320 print 1330 return 1340 print input new coordinates x comma y 1350 input x comma y. Okay, that's kind of cool. Print 1370 the warp engines start up. 1380 you zoom through space. 1390 for DE is equal to 1 to 3000. Next DE. I think what these are just timers. Because it takes time for it to count from 1 to 3000. So all it's doing is taking however long it takes for it to count to 3000, just to give you a little bit of a delay instead of an instant response. It'd be nice if it was actually showing you the time limit, but it doesn't need to here. And then 1400, return. That's the end of the program. So let's go ahead and save again. Oops, I didn't save after I hit the enter key the last time there. There we go. Alright, Let's see what happens. Run. What is your name? Eric. You're taking a nap in your starship, the SS Fleabite. Suddenly an alien vessel appears. It could be space pirates, or maybe bunnies. You leap for the control panel. What are your instructions, Captain Eric? Let's see here. What was it that happened? It was, an alien vessel appeared. Let's make radio contact. Strange noise comes out of your radio. It sounds like 7 dog barks followed by 3 cat screeches. The alien ship vanishes. So, that delay I was talking about is giving you time to read. Okay, let's start engines. There's nothing around here. Input new coordinates, we'll say 4, 9. Warp engines start up. You zoom through space. Where are you? Those coordinates were wrong. You're lost in space. End of game. Oops. Well, I don't have a map. So I guess that would be something that I'd probably try to put in here is, you know, maybe some sort of map. Remember how earlier I wasn't sure what the X, you know, where it was if X and Y. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Lists 220. So if X is 7 and Y is 3, then 470. So if I had... That's not helpful. So if I had entered the coordinates 7, 3, I would have been in orbit around a small planet. So this is probably designed to be something where you just kind of replay and bumble through. I don't particularly care for that, but I don't really have the time to reprogram this tonight. So we're just going to run it again. And I'm going to cheat by using the program. Oh, we always run into the space pirates first. Leap for the control panel. Okay, so... So let's see. Let's use this as kind of a bit of education. So the last time I did make radio contact, which is option number 4. Okay, so the choice is 4. That sends us to line 1190, which is the beginning of this. Okay. Oh, print, then return. Okay. On C, go to 210, 250, 310, 390, 1130, or 70. So, 390. Yep. Okay. So, I'm going to break really quick here. Do kind of an educational bit. So when we enter one of our commands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, that's C. So on C, when we have a value for C, go to 210, 250, 310, 390, 1130, or 70. That corresponds to options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Option 4 took us to line 390. which after a little bit of extra stuff comes out to row 420, which is the strange noise comes out of your radio, which was what we got. So, okay, so that is how the go-to works. This is how I tend to learn. I look at finished code and I reverse engineer. If you were to tell me, well, this is what the Go sub does, and this is what OnC Go 2 does, I might not retain it anywhere near as well as what I've just seen here. So let's go ahead and run it again. I'll leap for the control panel. So let's see, what other options do we have? 1340. Oh, right, that's the... Okay, so what's the view screen option get us? Huh. Okay, so there are also internal counters that tick up and kind of randomize what might happen based on what you've done so far. So, like, if I were to use the torpedo, that would go to 310, and then it sets a value of it sets the value of F to 1. So if I were to encounter the aliens again, it would do something different. Well, let's try it. Nope. Just went back to the beginning, which is kind of what I thought was going to happen, which is weird. Let's try making radio contact. The alien ship vanishes. Let's see here. Okay, so let's start our engines and go to coordinates 7, 3. Zoom through space. Orbit around a small planet. It is deserted, but your ship's sensors spot a small object floating nearby. It looks like a bomb. So... let's do tractor beam. Slowly, the tractor beam draws the object to the SS Fleabite. It's not a bomb, just a large tin can. Inside are 4 ping pong balls and 8 red cubes. Okay. Let's see here. Go to 530. Okay. So yeah, nothing particularly interesting there. What will get us to 810? Okay, go sub 1040. 740, okay. Trying to figure out how to get to the ugly bloke. So I gotta find something that gets me to line 810. And I can't just search through the code. Ah, here we go. Oh, nope, that's not it. Or maybe line 800 is what I should be looking for. Oh, wait, no. It's gotta be one of those coordinates. Ah, there it is. So let's do start engines. Go to 4, 8. Uh-oh. He's so ugly, he broke the game. What did I do wrong in line 840? For DE, I forgot the equal sign. For DE is equal to 1 to 7,000. Alright. Well, I'm going to save that, but we are almost out of time, so as promised, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of the breakdance game. So give me 1 sec here. Oh, I just did. Okay, we're gonna turn off that music. And where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, no worries. All right. Let's see what breakdance does. Oh. Select game option. Hot Feet Dance Contest. Repeat Hot Feet's moves. Don't make a mistake or you will whack out. Battle the Rocket Crew. Eliminate all opponents by duplicating their moves before they push you in the river. Perfection's Dance Puzzle. Put the dance steps in the right order to win blasters. Choreograph your own dance. Make your own dance out of the 14 basic moves. Grand Loop. Play all 3 games and attempt to make it into the Breakdance Hall of Fame. Okay. Well, let's start at the top. 1 player. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. What was F3? F3 to practice? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so it's just those 5 moves. It kind of... Okay, yep. So up, down, right, left, and button. Got it. Get ready. Screwed up already. What? The hell? I did the right thing. Repeat hop feats moves. Yes, I did. Okay. Well, at least it's got different music. Yeah, whack out. There we go. Ah, wrong way. Oh, crap. Might be a little bit different if I had the move chart right in front of me. Okay. Ah, I whacked out again. Alright, let's try Battle the Rocket Crew. Eliminate all opponents by duplicating their moves before they push you in the river. Oh, it's another move duplication, huh? Oh! Hold on. This is hilarious. Wait. Oh. There we go. Nope. Okay. Spin up that way, down. Okay. Spin up that way, down. Spin up that way. Spin up that way, down. Nope. Okay. Whew. Okay. This is kind of weird, but kind of cool. Okay. I'm so screwed. I love the no breakdancing sign off to the side. Okay, this is weird. It's awesome, but kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. At least not this level, so I'm just gonna go back in here. Okay, Perfection's Dance Puzzle. Put the dance steps in the right order to win blasters. Oh! Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. Well, come on. Okay. Yeah, I know I had it wrong. Because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. Okay. Okay, right. Straight down. Up. Okay. I think that's it. I might have messed that up. No. Okay. 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 I've got it now. 3. No. No, no. Dang it. I can only change the last... Oh, there we go. Okay. 3, 1, 4, 2. There we go. Oh, geez, this is tough. But at least you get a lot of tries to figure it out. Okay, up, kind of over. Straight up. Okay. Up. Kind of over. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Dang it. Okay. Kind of that one first. Then 4. Then 6. Okay. Then it's kind of like he's sliding his hand down his side. So 2, 4, 6, 3, 1, 5. Hey, I got it. Jeez. This is a tough game. It's really hard to kind of internally quantify the position of those moves. Music's good. Oh, the flag's going slowly down. That's my time limit. Okay. Well, I'm just going to let that go while we find someone to raid. What do we got tonight? Okay, I feel like I've kind of been slacking on my duties as a retro renegade here. I'm going to go ahead and raid Raul Adams 1138. This guy is a, he placed like second in a Tetris tournament, in like a national Tetris tournament sometime in the 90s. And right now he's working on trying to max out his score on the NES version of Tetris. So let's go ahead and line up a raid there. Thanks. All right, so thank you everybody for dropping by tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone watching again in the future. I will be back tomorrow night with Free Dive. We're gonna look at the PS Plus and Games with Gold freebies for this month. So I'll be firing up the PS5 and the Xbox One. So looking forward to that. But until then, rest well and enjoy Roll Adams.